We're here today to see if you can beat New Vegas Bounties 1 as the Ghoul. I figured this quest mod would be a good fit for him, since he is a bounty hunter after all. So, let's get straight into it. Head to the Prospector Saloon, you pick up the holotape there on the counter. Tells you to go speak with Randall about bounty hunting. His office is not too far outside of Prim, I do believe. Way out of Good Springs, come across Indiana Jones in a fridge there. Didn't make my way out that way before, so
hey there.
Stop to pick up his hat now.
Welcome to Randall and Associates. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Stephen Randall, owner and operator. I assume you're here for the position, correct? Hell yes, it's open. I can begin the interview if you're ready. I only have one question. Are you willing to kill people for money? Yes or no? That's good, but I need to be upfront with you. You'll be pursuing high-risk bounties. Many of the targets are extremely dangerous. But with the high stakes comes increased rewards. There's cash for every bounty, and increased payment as you complete more contracts. There's quick money in bounties, but you can rapidly make a name for yourself, and a lot of people will be looking for payback. So, what's your decision? Are you still ready to pursue the bounties? Your first target is Tom Quigley, a former NCR Ranger who's rumored to be the best marksman in the Mojave. Apparently he contracted syphilis and steadily lost his fucking mind. Despite his abilities with a rifle, he was drummed out of the Rangers. He eventually turned to banditry and murder, taking great pleasure in sniping Brahmin caravans from afar. Quigley's crazy, but he's still damn lethal. He's usually camped out in the hills west of the old Poseidon gas station. Any questions? Good. Bring back Quigley's trigger finger as proof, and you'll get the bounty. Just don't get killed out there.
I'm just going to let Randall do his explanations for the bounties. We're sent after Tom Quigley, which is a mix of Tom Selleck and Matt Quigley from Quigley Down Under. A good western set in Australia. I remember my father making me watch it when I was a kid. Take out Quigley by shooting him with our... I do believe I'm using a trail carbine at this point. Take all the stuff in his finger, head back to Randall.
I'll take that finger. Here's your reward. There's plenty of bounties left, so come back when you're ready to put in more work. You ready for the next bounty, kid? Last week, a caravan was waylaid north of town, but it's still a mystery who was behind the attack. One of the guards survived with a leg injury, but by all accounts he's a drunken ass. His name is Chesty, and he spends his days at the bar in Boulder City. Find this guy and try to figure out what happened. Our client is offering 500 caps for the apprehension or termination of the attacker, provided we get definitive proof. Good luck.
After that, we head over to Boulder City.
Can you buy me a drink?
On our way out of town, I take some pot shots at the memorial. See if what's-his-face will just spawn out of nowhere. He doesn't. Stop off for some ammo and see Veronica here. So I decide to talk to her, see if any dialogue has changed. Skip through most of it because it's always the same. She asks about the Brotherhood, what we think of them. Tell her we met him in the bunker.
God, you're not lying.
Tell her we killed all of them.
In that case?
Tries to punch us. Again, not a smart idea when someone has a gun. That's one thing I'll always find funny in this game. People bum rushing you with like pool cues, baseball bats, or trying to punch you. It just don't work. Some more ranger assassins come after us. Take them out without too much of a problem. Whenever I knock them down, I always seem to miss.
That's the Phoenix monocyte breeder.
Stop over to Dr. Usanagi to get a few implants, right? The Ghoul seems to heal really fast. So, picked up the health regen one along with some other implants. Seems to fit his character quite well. Here I pick up my final, second to final rifle, 4570 brush gun. Take out some death claws not too far outside of Raoul's cabin, shack, whatever you want to call it, his house. Brush gun puts in work. This little handheld shotgun knocks down anyone. It's amazing, especially with the rate of fire on it. Head over to take out Ondo. Probably another play on words from another movie or something. Enclave soldier that was trying to steal from the Brotherhood.
Convoy attacker dead?
Head on back to Randall.
Good. Here's your reward. Don't spend it all in one place. Come back when you're You ready for another job? What are you, some kind of psychopath? Look, we collect fingers because it's a quick and efficient way to provide proof of death. I'm not building some crazy finger necklace or anything. I learned it from a man I encountered in my younger days. He found me after Marco had cut me to shreds since he was on that bastard's trail. His name was Marshall Cooper, and he was the bravest lawman and bounty hunter I ever encountered. I saw him kill 3 raiders single-handedly with a fucking fork.
Head out on the next bounty for Eileen. She's easy enough to deal with, just a fiend with a knife. Again, people bum rushing you with just melee weapons. Does not make sense.
Did you kill Eileen?
Her bounty was easy enough, so we head on back.
Good. I think every member of the male species is sleeping a little easier with that bitch dead. You ready to work? Good. This next bastard has it coming. His name is Cullen, and he's the new leader of the Jackals. For years, the NCR has kicked the shit out of the Jackals. Since the Republic and even the sorry-ass Jackals are getting back, he's been responsible for numerous attacks on the roads in these.
So we had to look for Cullen. Don't find him anywhere, so he comes running in.
Fuck are you?
I thought that was a nice little bit right there.
Your ass.
And again, trying to bum rush someone with a melee weapon is just a great way to get shot in the face, because it is terrible. I do make some more ammo for my hand cannon before I move out. I'll move on out.
Collecting another one of my bounties, eh?
And to get waylaid by this guy, Collins. Give me correct responses here. And I'll always click one too many times. I don't know if it queues up shots with lever guns in this game, but it always seems like I always have one more shot before I'm done.
Outstanding job. Come back when you're ready for.
I've got another bounty if you're ready to work.
Good. This next bounty has a fine payoff. The target is Tony Idaho, a young man who's shaken up the drug trade in the Mojave. He's been able to put more dope on the market at cheaper rates than all his competitors, including the cons, who are not too pleased. You're definitely getting a reputation. The client asked for you by name. They want Tony to bite the dust immediately. Good luck.
Get her next quest for a drug dealer. Head on to his port outside of an irradiated water purification plant. This guy here just lets us walk in. I find that stupid. Don't want him to be a problem on the way out, so just shoot him. Head on down, man sleeping, just shoot him in the head. It's easy enough to deal with. Well, sure, I guess there's dialogue for like all of these and whatnot. It doesn't seem like something the Ghoul would do. So,
Outstanding work. Take a break, kid.
get the bare minimum of information you need, and then go deal with it.
If you're ready. All right, your target is Tommy, a hot-headed wise guy associated with the Emeritus. Tommy was always quick to throw down, but the other night he got worked up after some guy cracked a joke about his shoes. Can you imagine? Anyway, Tommy whipped out his pistol and capped this fella, right there outside the casino. As it turns out, this guy was sort of connected, so to speak. In short, Tommy fucked up, and now he's got to pay. My contact says that Tommy is probably hiding out at the old Tumbleweed Ranch. They say he's jumpy as shit and prone to shoot anything that comes through the door, so be careful. Good luck, kid.
And with that, we head out to find Tommy. He's in a shack up north, far past the road for Jacobstown.
Did you kill Tommy?
Take him out without too much problem. Head back, give Randall his finger.
Come back when you're ready for more work. Back already? Did you blow all the caps gambling, or was it the hookers? It doesn't matter so long as you're able to work. Are you up for the next job? Some way, somehow, a collection of bums, junkies, and lowlifes managed to scrape together 500 caps for this next bounty. The bounty is on some rich kid named Alex. From time to time, little Alex enjoys terrorizing the less fortunate members of Freeside. This seems like a waste of time, but business is business. They've already shelled out the caps. Their head honcho is some bum named Jasper. You can find him at Freeside. Ever the professional, eh? Just bring back the finger, same it.
My head.
Head and talk to Jasper.
Wait, you're the bounty hunter, right?
Well, I'm pretty sure this mod was made around the same time all the bum jumping was all the rage, so I guess this may have been some guy's idea of little payback on those types of assholes.
I sure hope so. Otherwise, I'm getting the hell.
One fed, I'm glad, just kind of disappeared. Had to go find his friend back here. Skinned and quartered.
To what do I owe thee?
Some white gloves here come running up on you.
Fights be damned. Come and get one in the yarbles.
Well, I'm bringing some sticks to a gunfight's a stupid idea. And it is a stupid idea. Been saying that this entire time.
So, is
Collect
Alex
up his
dead
finger
yet?
and head on back. One of the easier bounties.
Here's a reward, whether you want it or not. I'm getting some very interesting contracts. Come back when you're ready to pursue. I've got more contracts if you're... Alright, this next job is in Novac. Over the past few weeks, someone or something has snatched up several children from the town. The abductions always take place at night, and so far there's only one witness, and he's far from credible. His name is Ricky. He's a jet fiend who wanders around Novac doing odd jobs, but is generally regarded as a shiftless buffoon. Nonetheless, dumbass Ricky is the
Dumbass
only
Ricky.
lead we have right now. See if you can pry some information out of him. The citizens of Novac are just about panicked over this, so get out there and bag the creep responsible.
So we head on to talk to Ricky.
It was dark. I can't remember.
Do have to say I'm glad that this mod is heavily voiced. I do believe it's completely voiced.
Okay,
One of the few quest mods that was actually like that back in the day.
This guy went running out of town with one of the kids.
Still fairly one of a kind nowadays. No idea why some guy just kind of disappeared from the modding scene.
He was carrying the kid off.
He was one of the best there was, in my opinion.
Passed out after that. I think I'm gonna pass out.
Him and his group. Get information from Ricky, head on out. Find a half-eaten child, which goddamn.
I see you found Thomas.
Get talked down to by a ghoul.
He was unwilling to accept the truth.
Thinks it'd be a great idea to try to ghoulify other people. I mean, immortality is pretty cool, but come on now. It's just a no-go.
What would a smooth skin like you know
And again,
about
a melee
justice?
weapon to a gunfight. Like, if ammo was super hard to come by, like Mad Max style, I can understand it, but it's not. The gun runners are a thing.
And they'll be happy to make your acquaintance.
And they're like two different armies fighting a civil war here. Again, single shot to the head. And since I'm a ghoul and I have the feral friend perk, feral ghouls don't attack me unless I attack them first. I guess it was supposed to be a surprise having these feral kids come running up on you from out of the cave after the guy attacks you. Yeah, it didn't work too well there. Although I am surprised that modded NPCs like that work. Put them out of their misery. They're not, you know, normal ghouls or feral. There's no going back for them. Head back to Randall.
Good. This is another investigation, and our client is willing to cough up mucho dinero to see this thing resolved. Folks have been disappearing on the road south to the Mojave outpost. For the longest time, people attributed it to the rad scorpions, but our client is beginning to suspect human involvement. The abductions are strange. There is little theft of property and never any ransom notice. Several of the missing wastelanders mentioned their search for a reputed oasis in the Mojave, which is pure horseshit. In all likelihood, these are probably just natural casualties of the wasteland. Regardless, our client wants results. Good luck.
Get her job, head on out. Read the note between the gas station and the outpost. Right as the hill starts to turn upward. Find the guy's bunker. Go on in with guns drawn because why not? Full of food and guys on an intercom trying to talk to us. Watching us on a camera and all that. Talk to him through the intercom here. Tells us to relax for a while because he can't let us go right away.
Please help yourself to the food. You must be famished. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Dr. Mago, at your service. I'm doing this because I've suffered the unforgiving trials of the waste. I have felt terrible. I discovered this shelter. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't.
Tell him we'd like to leave. He says no.
Hospitality does require limits. Thanks to the barbarous nature of the wasteland, I must detain you for.
Don't understand this. I'll detain you as a precaution thing. You know what it's leading to.
That type of.
Tell him I want to leave, and he gasses us.
Nowhere fast.
Wake up stripped of her gear, no healing supplies or anything on us. Of course, he's a cannibal and he eats the people that he gives food and stuff to. I don't understand this guy's mentality.
It can alter the flavor of the meat, making it
like eating people out of necessity is one thing,
behave yourself a few minutes. I'll return
but giving people a bunch of good food so that you can then eat them is just something completely different. Take the bobby pin and the dog meat and water. Can't pick the lock. Just don't have the skill for it. So I go through my Pip-Boy and whatnot, trying to figure out what I'm going to do. Guess maybe sleeping might proc something. Forgot I took all the guns and stuff off dog. I was going to say dog meat Rex there. I figure I got a unique way I could deal with this situation. Wonder if this would work. Yeah, it did. You can VATS your way out of it. Pretty sure if you sleep you can do something like that. I have no idea. Run around getting completely demolished by the man's cleaver. Stole a bunch of different booze and stuff from him. Find a cleaver, decide to use that. He also clips inside of the cage where Rex just finishes him off. Get his key, get his finger, and head on out. All of our gear is located in a chest in front of his bed. So while I was running around in here earlier, I could have grabbed it. Anyway, after that, back to Randall.
Kidnapping
No idea how he's supposed to know that this is the guy that was doing it and not just some random person I shot and took the finger off of. I don't know.
Excellent work. I've got a lucrative bounty if you're ready for work. Good. This next contract has some significant risks, but a hefty payday to match it. Your target is a gunslinger known simply as Jack. Our client hasn't given us much to work with, but it doesn't matter. Jack used to be the chief gunman for Het Gunderson and managed the muscle in Gunderson's operations. When I said he managed the muscle, I mean he pretty much was the muscle. Jack intimidated Count along with that last Jack.
Well,
After that, we had to Jack, which reminds me of Gopher Plays videos from back in the day. Of his character called Jack.
of course,
That was a fun time.
You're here for the bounty.
Talked to this guy in Good Springs. I guess he worked for Het Gunderson. Still a stupid
You'd have
name.
nothing if it weren't for me.
And he's the reason why he's so prominent as a cattle baron or
I
whatever.
think Randall and Associates.
Whatever, man.
In fact, every bounty hunter they've
Let him
sent
talk for a while. I want to hear what he has to say.
make him.
Tell him to fuck off and just start shooting him. Rex runs in and just finishes him off. Because why not? Decided to also eat him because he was an asshole. So it fits. Head back to
Got a
Randall.
Contract on a crazy fiend. You ready for another job? Alright, here's the story. The Westside Militia has lost some personnel to a marauding fiend ringleader named Kurt Cahill. He and his crew have been ambushing patrols and periodically taking captives. Reports indicate his favorite torture is gnawing on the intestines of living captives. Needless to say,
Fun.
he's a sick fuck. Bag this asshole and head back, okay? Good luck.
So we had to go deal with this new fiend leader.
Damn it, that's gonna stink.
Gonna say he's a wannabe cook, but that wasn't the guy that we were after. This guy is. And if you're wondering why I keep shooting everyone in the head, I don't know if it's a mod or something, but for like 5 seconds after I kill someone, they're not dead.
Good work. You're bringing
Sometimes
us
I
a
just
lot of business.
keep
Here's
talking.
your bonus.
It's annoying to try to loot them that way.
The NCR needs help tracking down a defector. You ready to work? Good, here's the story. Chuck Bowdry, a senior NCR ranger, recently defected to Caesar's Legion. Before jumping ship, he killed 2 fellow rangers while on patrol. Our client wants this guy terminated with extreme prejudice. We don't have many leads, but he's said to be on the run up north. I happen to know that several rangers in Bowdry's old troop used to crash at Field Shack close to Nellis. You might try there. Good luck.
So we head on to find a deserter up at Jimmy's well. No one's in here, so we head on out.
You're dumber than you look, kid. Did you really expect to get the drop on a seasoned ranger? Either way,
No. Seasoned ranger or not, he should have shot instead of talking. Take out him and his Legion friends. Easy enough. Again, mostly melee weapons. While he did have a lever action shotgun, he should have used it instead of talking.
Is Chuck dead?
Head back to Randall.
Good. I must admit, I harbor an acute loathing for traitors of any sort. So here's a bonus on me. There's another bounty if you're here to work. How about it? Alright, the target is Billy Bogan, a recently escaped convict from the NCR Correctional Facility. He was on death row for the murder of an NCR Ranger, Captain Gunn. Young Billy was headed for the gallows. Now he's running free, much to the chagrin of the NCR. Seeing as to how they're stretched thin, the NCR's relying on you to see that Billy doesn't escape justice. Our informant said that Billy's formed a new gang composed of ex-cons, raiders, and various misfits, and apparently they're armed to the teeth. Billy and his gang are headed north, likely to raid in lawless regions. I'm betting they're camped outside the northern passage. Get up there and bag that punk. Good luck.
And with that, we head after some wannabe powder gangers. Take them out, no problem. Head on back. Anticlimactic for that one. Just a small gang.
Kicking ass out there,
kind of like a raider.
At this rate, I'm gonna be out of contract soon. But don't worry, there's plenty of work left. Come back when you're ready. There's a bounty in Westside. You ready to work? Good. Before we delve into this bounty, I'm gonna give you a quick history lesson. Stop rolling your eyes, damn it. This relates to the job. I'll assume you're unfamiliar with the regulators. In the eastern U.S., regulators are idealistic vigilantes, hell-bent on killing bad guys. However, in the core region, regulators are a very different breed. They're basically thugs who force businesses to pay protection money. They're authoritarian gangsters, really. This relates to your bounty because the target is a Western regulator by the name of Dallas Courtright. Recently, Dallas drifted into Westside and appointed himself sheriff and de facto dictator. He's taxing commerce and breaking heads left and right. In light of this, a collection of concerned citizens has contracted us to convince Sheriff Courtright to leave by any means necessary. This is an unusual contract in that you don't have to kill or capture the target. Just convince him that leaving is in his best interests. If he's a stubborn ass and you have to let the lead do the talking, so be it. Just get him out of Westside. Good luck.
That's what made me think that this was based the namings were based mostly off of Westerns, because Cartwright family is well known for being in Bonanza. I don't know about the rest of them. Like I said, my father used to make me watch Westerns when I was a kid. And I missed again. Whatever. Easy enough to take out. I don't know. Didn't have to kill this guy. Did because he's kind of an asshole. Head on back to Randall. And there's no Randall to head back to this time. Find a note on the wall. You're finished. Your employer is dead. Javier will be with you soon. Again, should have started shooting as soon as he walked in instead of talking. And he's dead. And has a weird spasm there at the end. Take everything off of him. The note and Randall's key. Well, no note. Note's in the safe along with Sweet Revenge. Read the note. Test out the gun. Supposed to be an old cap and baller revolver. Don't understand why they decided the animations were going to be that way. Head over to Richter and Associates, which is where the judge is, and Randall's note wanted me to kill the judge with Sweet Revenge, so why not? Head on down in prepared for a fight. Hopped up on drugs.
Go on in.
And they just want to send me in without too much of a hassle. So I shoot them all anyway. Take out the judge. Take out the dogs and his guard. His guard was kind of a letdown. The robot, on the other hand, toughest thing I fought so far. His Sentrytron, or whatever these things are called. After that, I ate him, because why not? Kind of deserving of it. And with that, we've finished New Vegas Bounties 1. Gotta say, it was fun playing through this again after all these years. Never played any of the other ones. And while, yeah, I kind of skipped through it, didn't ask too many questions of Randall and whatnot, it's not something Cooper Howard would do. He'd get the information he needed on the target, and then he'd just go for it. that's it. So thanks for watching. This was really fun. I don't know what the next run's going to be just yet. Going to be something. Maybe someone from an old western or something. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching.